All right, what's up, everybody? This is Eddy. I'm here with my man Steven.
Hey,
How you doing, man? He's one of my
Good,
favorite
good.
local fighters, and we're here to eat some wings. We're here to see if he can go through the gauntlet. We're here to talk some MMA, some of his career, some of his favorite fights. Lots of questions, man. So before we start, how are you with spicy food, man? Pretty good.
I love spicy
You
food.
like? Oh,
man.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
So
a
we got
spicy person, you know.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Like the spicy girls too, I bet.
Yeah.
All right, man.
For sure, man.
All right. So before we dig in, can you sort of introduce yourself? I mean, you can use English, Chinese, whatever, just to say who you are, and then I'll.
Yeah, cool, man. Basically, I'm a major fighter. You know, I was in the fight business too. My record was like 5-3-0 right now.
Okay.
And like, I used to I fought in the liquid called the RFC in Taiwan.
Yeah. I saw. That's where I saw your
Yeah,
fights, man. Yeah.
And like much of fight, you know, Sansa, kickboxing.
Okay.
I fought in a lot of tournaments here in Taiwan.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I've been training like for 7-8 years already.
Okay. So wow, so long time. Okay. So, all right. Well, I got like a million questions for you, but first
sure,
we'll start
man.
with a wing. So we're gonna start really nice and easy from this side. So we're gonna take one each of those, and then we'll build up, and then we'll do round two of the heavier stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. So
So spicy, right?
they're all spicy. Yeah. I mean, it starts from
Different
sort of
flavor.
mild, and then it goes up. Yeah. Check this out. Yeah.
Trying it.
All right, get the wing. All right, let's do it. Yeah. So this is just we make most of our sauces here are homemade. This is just a basic buffalo wing, just to get
Cool.
started. Yeah. All right. Cheers, brother.
I like the flavor.
You live around here, or you don't?
No.
right?
I was living in Taipei. I mean, yeah, basically around here, though. It's kind of far. Nice. What's the flavor they call it? The buffalo?
That's just buffalo, man. We got like Frank's and butter. That's kind of like if you go to
like it.
to the States or whatever. This is like the basic buffalo, right? Excellent, man. So RFC you mentioned earlier. So
Yeah.
can you sort of explain? So first of all, I've seen you every time I go to watch local fights. I don't get out much because I work a lot with the restaurants, but every time I go out, there's always two guys I'm looking for. It's you and your buddy. We're gonna have him on in a few weeks as well.
Thanks, man. I
And
appreciate
it's
that.
man, and it's because you guys are really like exciting fighters. I mean, that's not to knock anybody else, but anytime I go to like a local event, big event or small event, I actually didn't really know anybody's names because sometimes you can't really hear the ring announcer. But every time I'm kind of like, shit, what if those two dudes are there? I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh, it's that guy that head kicks everybody. And there's that flying
Thanks, man. I
armbar
appreciate
kid.
that.
Like, those two guys, man. So for me, it's my two favorite local fighters.
Thank you so much.
And this whole podcast sort of thing is for, I mean, with this business, I get to meet lots of really cool people, like CEOs and like bankers and like sports coaches and MMA fighters. Last week we had Bam Morris on.
Yeah. I trained with him.
we
He's
had-
my teammate in Tiger Muay Thai.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Oh, shit, I
I
didn't
just
know
trained
that.
with him this morning, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you tell him you were coming on the show?
Yeah, totally.
He was awesome, man. Like, but for me, the secret is I love UFC. I love ONE FC. I love all the MMA stuff. I don't actually train because I freaking work like all day.
Yeah,
But-
you got your own business,
But if I,
apparently.
but if I can actually contribute, then that's what it's all about. I love it, man. Been to a couple live shows, and actually, like I said, when I go out and see the local stuff, it's always you and your buddy there. The
Katsuyaki,
flying
right?
armbar kid, man. I
Yeah.
just learned your guys' names, man. That
Thanks,
one,
man.
when we were
So
doing
much
that,
support,
it's so
appreciate
good,
that.
so good.
Thank you.
But when did you know that you were going to be a fighter, that you wanted to be a fighter?
Like when I was a kid, you know, I just like to fight. I
Just like
bro
fighting
with people.
dudes?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
It's like punching someone's face or get punched on the face.
Okay.
You know?
Doesn't matter if you're giving or taking, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly,
okay.
man. It's my personality, man. I want to compete.
Okay.
And like when I was 14 or 15, I stepped in the gym, you know, the boxing gym. I was
Sure.
impressed, you know. And those
Okay.
guys, they got well skilled, like they're killers there, you know.
Is that the first thing you
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
Boxing?
Boxing.
Yeah, okay.
I started boxing, like some striking first, you know.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay, yeah.
So I want to be like them, you
Okay.
know. You got discipline, but I got respect for each other.
Okay. All right, cool, man. That's so you started with boxing, and then obviously with MMA, you have to add sort of everything, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So you started with boxing, and then what,
And I kick all the boxer asses, all
Yeah.
the tutors. And like, my
Okay.
coach told me you should try kickboxing.
try kickboxing.
And
You're
then I
smashing
said,
my guys
it's
here.
like easy peasy for me too.
Okay.
And then I go with the MMA. I'm starting getting my
Nice,
ass
yeah.
whooped there. So
Okay. Yeah. So did somebody come and like wrestle you down?
yeah,
at the
wrestle
beginning?
me down, like
Yeah.
drag me down with the jiu-jitsu. all
Yeah,
the stuff.
sure, of
I
course,
was like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta. Like it's the hard work, man. It's
Sure,
not time
yeah.
for the jiu-jitsu and other martial arts. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm here.
What's your favorite thing? Like when you go into the gym, what's your favorite sort of discipline?
Discipline. What,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Like boxing or kickboxing or jujitsu or wrestling. If you have to choose, like, what's your favorite go-to one?
Well, like before this year, before I went to Thailand, train with train the Thai
You went
Muay
to
Thai.
Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nice.
I was
okay.
I was in a tryout this year actually.
Okay.
The Thai Muay Thai tryout.
Okay,
But
okay.
later, man.
Okay.
I was
You're young, man. Keep going. Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So I like to strike apparently, right?
Sure. Yeah. That's
Before
what I figured.
before this year, I was like I chose to keep sparring.
Okay.
And I got myself injured, all the part, the bruise, the joint, and I feel like I gotta fight smarter, not like
Okay.
tough,
Sure.
know.
So you're getting
So,
injured a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And I realized we all gotta train smart.
Sure. Of course. Yeah.
So that's the point, man. I'm started doing wrestling, jiu-jitsu recently,
Yeah. Okay.
like
okay.
keeping
okay.
upgraded,
And I know that you said you're going to moving, right? You're moving out
yeah.
of Taiwan.
I got Shanghai, China.
You're going to Shanghai from here.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
what's the plan over there?
Well, I got a job offer. It's not bad though. It's like actually teaching fitness and martial arts too.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, but an offer was not bad.
Okay.
And I know some fighters from the Tiger Muay Thai too. They'll train. They got the like a pro team there. So
Okay.
I
Tiger
try
Muay
to-
Thai does.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Not
Okay.
like Tiger Muay
Okay,
Thai,
okay,
but
sorry,
some
yeah.
China fighters.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Well,
So I
there's
was
Zhang
thinking-
Wei Li, right? She's the champ, so it's got to be
oh yeah,
growing
man.
over there,
Female
right?
strawweight, man.
What'd you
She's
think,
a killer.
What'd you think of that fight, man? The Zhang Wei Li fight. Did you see
She's
that one?
good. Yeah, I saw that.
Because also Jessica Andrade is a killer too.
Exactly.
So I thought,
man.
that's gonna be a
Like,
tough
Probably
one.
the best kickboxer on the
Yeah.
planet, man.
So she's destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Except maybe Joanna. But I was so shocked. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Dana's gonna be loving this.
Yeah,
Everybody's loving it.
yeah,
Dana White loved that, I'm sure. Yeah.
he knew some new guy come here,
Sure,
I
of
don't know why.
course, and China,
Some new
right?
blood. Yeah,
China,
man.
right? It's gonna be-
Marketing.
So
Can you imagine that?
you're gonna have a chance to go out and check the UFC just built a UFC.
Yeah, I
PI
started
out
like
there,
developing
right?
there,
Yeah, that's great. Have you? Will you be able to check that out? You think?
Of course.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Shanghai, man.
That where it's at? Yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
know where it is. Right? Sweet man. Let's
Like,
get on the
say
next one
time.
here, brother.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Sorry.
Let's go.
So the next one is honey chipotle. It's also one we make in house. You want the leg or the wing, man? Whatever you need.
Let me try the wings too,
All
man.
right, yeah, whatever you need, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, cheers. It's actually my daughter. I always say it's my daughter's favorite.
This one?
Yeah.
Cause it got a sweetness, right?
Got that sweetness, yeah. It's made with chipotle, which is like a smoked jalapeno.
I love it too.
Well, thank you. So when you do like a fight,
Yeah.
you do a training camp. Mm-hmm. It's like a 3-month training camp, 12-week, or
Yeah,
can you
3
describe
months,
what do you
3
do for a
months, 2
training
months,
camp?
16 days. Well, no more. So like, I like to lift weight too, right?
Sure.
But like when I was in the training camp, I would start focus on my techniques,
Okay.
my cardio, and I would be careful, training with my partners. Some
course.
partners they just heavy hitter, they
Yeah.
spar like
That's not
100%
cool. Yeah,
over.
yeah.
That's not cool, apparently.
Yeah,
man. I don't
you
want
don't
to
want
get
to injure
injured.
each other, right? Of course.
So
yeah.
I chose my training partner smartly, wisely,
Yeah.
and then more like techniques, drill,
Okay, sure.
drill,
Okay.
and then cardio.
Okay. So what does it like let's say a 3-month camp, right? So let's say what does it look like? What does a 3-month camp look like?
Well, like it's still the same, still the
Just
usual.
going every day,
yeah,
working
yeah,
hard?
yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay,
working
okay.
smarter.
Okay.
You gotta set a program, for your.
Yeah.
Obviously, you gotta do research do homework on your opponents too.
Yeah, you get to watch some footage and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
And like do
okay.
some techniques to fix it.
How do you feel on like the fight day? when you like, okay, you know, you're like RFC, you're coming out, you're fighting that
Mm-hmm.
day. How are you feeling? Do you have to cut weight?
Yeah,
cutting
yeah.
weight? I
sometimes
think
gotta
everyone
cut
has to cut
yeah,
weight,
everyone
right?
gotta cut
Yeah.
weight.
So you
Not
cut-
much though, you know. I'm
Okay.
still in the amateur one.
Okay.
Yeah, I do sauna one day before.
Okay.
Just make
Okay,
sure I
that's
keep
not
the
too
weight.
bad. Okay.
But before the fight, you know,
How you feeling on fight day? Yeah.
exciting. But I try to calm down. Try to
Okay.
keep the beast inside my mind, you know,
Okay.
to release. And
Sure.
when I step in the cage, man, gonna release it.
Okay.
Just like relax and release, you know.
Man, I love watching you fight. It's so awesome
Thanks,
that
man.
you're here.
Thanks,
Yeah,
appreciate
it's really
that.
cool. It's really cool. Yeah. Sorry, I'm cutting you off, but it's good, man. I mean,
No problem, man.
I remember Mariano, right?
Yeah,
Friend of mine,
Mariano is my best friend, too.
So he invited me out to go watch because he come to here to watch UFC
Mm-hmm.
with us, right? And he invited us out to Nehu. He's like, oh, I'm fighting in Nehu. It was that time when he fought this like dude way heavier than him, and he's like leg kicked him like five times. and the
like
dude
years
just
ago,
dropped.
right?
Yeah. So I remember you fought there, right? And there was I saw you there, and I was like, oh shit, right on, this guy's here. And then I was like, okay, cool. I was telling my buddy, I'm like, oh, this guy's like the head kick king right here. So watch this guy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was cool, right? And then you ended up fighting like this like. You look pretty rough, like this man, like this like
Yeah,
35-year-old dude all tatted out, and I
Look
was
like
like, oh
badass,
shit,
man,
you
right?
look like a badass.
Exactly.
I was like, oh shit, he's
I
fighting
remember that
dude?
fight.
So I was like, holy crap! And the guy was just sitting there by himself. You know, he had like a bottle of water. Then he goes in and he goes to fight you. And you know, you guys are going at it, and then it's just like smack, you crack him in the face.
Yeah,
just
some
like
spinning
head kick.
kick. Yeah,
just like
yeah.
bam. And the guy was just like, and then you
He
just
got
kept fighting. And just,
yeah.
bam. And you head kicked this guy so many times.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
then
remember
like,
that fight.
right before break, like in between rounds, you head kick this guy, and he comes back to his corner, and he's kind of just like, he's like, his water bottle's there, no one's cornering him or anything, and I'm just kind of like, oh, here's your ball, and he's just kind of like looks at me like, fuck. And I'm like, I don't know what to say, man. That sucks.
It is what it is, man.
Like, it sucks, man. You know, sorry about that. Yeah, but here's your water, anyways. You know, so it was good, man. It was. I mean, even like a small card or small shows, like there's RFC, which the Taipei Arena one was crazy. It was huge. Actually, I was selling tacos at that, you know, and because I'm always chatting with Kemp and those guys.
Yeah,
and
Kemp.
I'm telling them, you know, whatever I can do, man. I'm down to promote. So I sell tickets
Cool,
for
man.
RFC when
Thanks.
we show up fights and stuff. So I love it, man. It's,
MMA had fans, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta have fans for sure, you know.
Nice, thanks, man.
Well, who's your right now? If you were to pick one or two guys, who's your guy right now?
Who's my guy?
Yeah,
You mean
like your UFC, your favorite UFC fighter, or one FC fighter, or belt, or whatever. It doesn't have to be one.
I
Just
tell you,
just
like
one or
I
two.
got a same tattoo with Robbie Lawler. You know?
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
like, she's my favorite
yeah,
fighter,
yeah.
man.
He's actually one of my favorites.
It's
What
like
did you
a
think
pro
about
list,
the
you
fight
know?
with
Rory
Ben
McDonald.
Askren? Yeah.
Which one?
The
Oh
Ben Askren
man,
one.
that one was so controversial. I don't
was a
think it's
crappy
it. Man,
fight,
get a
man.
thumbs up to her thing, you know?
Yeah, that was a crappy fight.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
for sure.
Man. Thanks God he didn't put money on me in that fight.
Yeah, you know, at one of the shows here, we're showing UFC, and I had a customer come in, and he was just here for the summer, and he said that his cousin trained at ATT, and you know he was like a
No way.
It was
With
not
Robbie
like
Lawler?
he was so at not UFC level, but just one step below, and he was out, and he was moving up, and he was gonna fight for the title, and he was just kind of like. No one wanted to spar him, and he was kind of smashing dudes or whatever. And he's in there, and he sees like Robbie Lawler in the corner, and he tells his like, I said, go get Robbie, I'll fucking spar Robbie Lawler right now, you know. And then Robbie Lawler's doing his thing in the corner.
You have no idea what's his face, man.
Robbie Lawler's just like,
Yeah, okay,
you
cool,
want to
bro.
spar me? It's like, yeah, okay. So he goes in, and this is like 2 weeks before the fight.
You mean
So
Robbie Lawler?
No, for this guy's
Oh,
fight.
okay,
you know? So he goes in, and Robbie like knocks him out in like the first round because I guess he was going really hard, and then Robbie just like KO'd him, and everyone's like,
What the hell are you
"Fuck,
doing,
Robbie,
man?
like, he's got to fight in like 2 weeks." So he had to pull out of the fight because he couldn't get cleared to fight.
We got a kick by
Yeah, and
Robbie,
he's
right?
just like, he got fucking knocked out by Robbie Lawler. And I was like, yeah, that sucked. And the guy's
Well,
like, yeah, fuck Robbie Lawler. I'm like,
either
well,
we win or we learn, you know?
the guy's like, yeah, fuck Robbie Lawler. I'm like, well, I mean, don't call out Robbie Lawler. That's
Yeah,
kinda
man, you should have
crazy.
sparred
What are
with him,
doing?
you know?
Spar with Robbie Lawler? That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Yeah.
Exactly,
That's
man.
crazy. All right, brother. Have you ever been out to any of the live shows like UFC or ONE FC, anything like that?
Nah.
No,
I mean,
no?
like, I've been following up on a lot of podcasts, San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. China though. China just had one, but I think now that
What is
John
it?
Weili's the champ, I think UFC is gonna go.
I mean, the
out there more.
community is trying to blow out, right?
Yeah,
Like,
for
blowing
sure.
up.
I hope so. I mean, I'm glad when UFC comes out here. Obviously, it's not in Taiwan, but I've been to
Asia,
to
right?
Japan.
Uh-huh.
I did what did I do? I did Japan once, yeah. So, but like this year, at the end of the year, it's Korea. I mean,
They
I'd
just
like
went
to
to
go.
Singapore last weekend.
Singapore was
Singapore.
Askren and Maya. Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What did you think of that fight?
Yeah, I mean, Ben Askren, he's good at trash talking, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like the fight, look at his body type, look at his technique.
It's tough, yeah.
I'm not surprised though.
But Damian Maya, he put him to sleep. I was like, oh, it was cool. I think when they were on the ground doing their exchanges, that was pretty cool.
yeah, exactly.
But the striking was.
What was that, right?
Okay, cool, very cool.
No
very
judgment
cool,
though,
yeah.
man.
No, it's all good. I mean, I'm just a fan. I mean, obviously, I can't do that, but it's like
Yeah.
I was watching that. Actually, Bam was at the shop. We were watching that, and I was like, okay, cool. But when it got to the ground, it was awesome. But,
yeah.
On the feet was
Really?
was pretty rough. But it is
Dip
what
on
it
your
is,
face,
right?
man. Yeah, it is
Definitely,
what
it is what it is, right?
Everyone got us, what they're good for, what they're bad
Yeah,
at.
man. It's yeah, brother. I think
I haven't seen like Ben actually really wrestle in UFC yet,
yeah.
Last time he wrestled with Robbie Lawler, he like got smacked.
Yeah, Robbie smashed.
Yeah.
I was actually because he talked so much crap.
Yeah,
I actually
exactly,
was
man.
so happy that Robbie smashed him on his head. And
How about the Jorge Masvidal, man? Like the 30
sure,
seconds.
of
like,
course,
yeah.
that was crazy. Like we watched that at my other shop, and we were like, so like, okay, this guy's undefeated. Masvidal's a beast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. We were so stoked, and
Yeah.
Masvidal is just chilling on the fence. He's like, he knew what he was gonna do, and it was pretty awesome, man. I just thought, wow, just when he ran out, there's this one of my friends beside me. He's like, yeah, I want to see how far Ben Askren can go. I'm like, yeah, it'll be cool. We'll see how it goes. And then it was just like, the knee to the face. Everyone's like,
No way, right?
holy, nobody knew what to say. Everybody's just like, holy shit. Just
yeah,
like,
man, just shocked the whole world.
just shocked I think obviously it's good for Masvidal. He's got the big fight coming up now, right? Which is
Diaz,
next
right?
week, right? So that's
Badass
good. I'm
motherfucker
excited.
belt, man.
That's gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. Ha, let's get on the next wing,
Sure,
brother.
sure.
Let's do it. So what do we got here? We got this is a Korean style, so
This
Korean
one?
style sauce that we make with our wings here. And, yeah.
Let me try the legs, though.
Get a leg on that, man.
Thanks,
Shit.
man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Tastes good, too.
Sometimes I'm like, when I do the show, I'm like, some people eat really spicy and some people don't. I had Bam dripping. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw the-
I was like, oh my god, he's
saw the
dripping,
last one.
he's dripping on the Franks. I'm like, oh shit, Bam's a beast, man. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Hanging out with him quite a bit these couple weeks while he's here. And he was telling stories about sparring with Johnny Walker. Like,
Oh, yeah, man.
he's like, fuck, that guy. I thought he was gonna kill me, man.
Yeah, Johnny Walker showed up in the Tiger Gym, too. Got some pictures with him.
You did,
Yeah.
Oh man, he's one of my favorite guys.
Oh,
Johnny
he training
Walker.
he fighting a light
Yeah,
heavyweight
he's
rank,
205, man.
Dude, he looked like a super
of
heavyweight,
course, yeah. He's about 200, right? 200 centimeters around there, right? So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
huge, yeah.
Definitely, man.
And oh man, I love Johnny. He's fighting this weekend too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Corey Anderson. What do you think of that?
Johnny Walker's, man.
First round knockout or what?
Holy, yeah, it's gonna be
Probably, yeah.
knockout.
I think he just said he was in Moscow, so I think he might have been training wrestling because Corey Anderson's a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to practice much striking to knock out Corey Anderson.
But like
man.
Johnny
He's a
Walker's
beast.
fight style is so unpredictable,
He's amazing, man. I
Yeah,
love it.
man.
What do you think if he goes all the way up and
John
fights
Jones?
John Jones? Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's
It's
gotta be a totally
yeah.
a good
That's
one.
a tough one, right? Yeah, John Jones. Yeah, I love. It's one of my Favorite guy. I mean,
Undefeated, man.
problem is when I watch so much of this, it's like, oh man, there's so many guys that I just really like and
Yeah.
love. John Jones, love DC, Stipe. I love Rumble Johnson. Everybody loves Rumble Johnson.
Man.
He's coming
back. Yeah,
Rumble,
for sure.
Rumble Johnson, when he fights, he reminds me of when I was a kid. This is way back. Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson was like in his prime, and I was like in elementary school. My dad used to watch. That's how I started watching that. We were watching boxing, and we had this. You're too young, but these big satellite dishes, where you had to like turn the dish to get certain.
Get the signal.
Yeah,
clear,
signals.
right?
Yeah, right. So these would be like the beginning of like pay-per-view, but when you'd hit enter, so the dish would start turning. If you just hit enter and then cancel, it would just be like, and then all the pay-per-views were unlocked. So we watched all like the WWF pay-per-views and like all the pay-per-views for boxing. And the funny thing is, the commentary was in Spanish, which was weird. But I speak Spanish, but it was crazy though. So growing up watching Mike Tyson, and then when I watch Rumble, it's similar for me. That's a good feeling, man. I love Rumble Johnson.
He's coming back, right?
Yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna fight. No, he doesn't have a fight.
Yeah,
yet,
he don't have the contract yet.
He wants to. Like he got up to like 280.
He's gonna fight. He's definitely not gonna fight heavyweight anymore. Right?
So he said he's cutting down
Heavyweight?
to like 240, 230. He says if he still feels
He's
good.
getting too much muscle.
Yeah.
Man. I saw his Instagram. I'm following up on him.
If he actually gets down to 230, I mean, I watch a lot of this stuff. He actually said that if he can get to 230 and feel good, then he'll
come back to
205. Yeah, which would be great.
Nice.
I wanted to see that, right?
Yeah.
John Jones and Rumble. What do you think, John Jones and Rumble, man?
I mean, Rumble thinks like Rumble was the only guy who can defeat John Jones. Like DC tried twice, but it doesn't come out well.
I think DC is really good, but it's just some people is just
John Jones is better.
John Jones is better for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I think it's just. It's kind of like the kryptonite, man.
That's why we love fights of MMA so much, man. Like everything's gonna happen there,
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
John Jones, DC. What about Stipe? What do you think about Stipe, DC 3?
I like him, man. I
Stipe?
like his fight style. Like he fought smart last time. Yeah. Like the body shot got the
that was crazy.
YOLO punch got
because he was losing, right?
Yeah,
fight,
exactly, man.
Where do you watch the fights?
That time was still in Thailand though.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a good fight, man.
How long did you go to Thailand for?
2 months.
Okay,
2 months this summer.
So just for training this summer?
Yeah, for training. I'm trying to get a sponsor, like the whole year sponsor. I didn't get it though. But
okay, that's cool, man. So when you go to China, you're still going to be able to train, right? Are you still training?
For sure. No
Okay.
matter what.
Okay. And they must have some kind of promotion there where they fight, right? They must have fighters. Okay, great. That'd be great, man.
We're thinking about turning pro. I'm there,
That
2 years or something.
That's great, because you're still a young guy. So I think you should go for it. And I think right now it's booming. And then Zhang Weili wins the belt.
Yeah.
One is actually sort of expanding all over Asia.
Yeah.
It's growing really fast.
For every country,
I think it's
the fighters.
It's a good time to actually to go for it, man. So I think you should. Yeah. Like I said, you and your buddy there. They're the guys every time.
You know him already turned pro, right? I mean, last time was the pro fight.
That was a pro fight,
debut,
right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was his debut because. So what happened with that? I was watching and I seen him and I was like, oh shit, right on. I was like, this guy's gonna fight.
It was a good fight.
And you know what? I didn't get to see it live. I was there live, but I didn't get to see it live because one of my buddies was fighting in the main event, Dave. And he was coming around and he's like, because he used to train here, but then he moved back to Australia. And he's like, it's going to be, everybody, the other guy who was fighting is a great guy and wants to corner against him. So I'm like, I'll carry your spit bucket or whatever, no problem. So we went out there. But so when the pro fight started, we went into the back.
Oh, the backstage, right?
I want to see that kid fight, man. Shit. Yeah, I didn't know that was pro, though. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool, yeah.
It was a good fight.
Where you guys training at, like locally?
Right now,
Yeah.
I mean, you train with Jeff, you know.
Mhm, yeah,
we
Jeff,
train in different gym right now.
Okay,
I train with Cam with the
okay,
I fighting
okay,
gym.
okay.
Right. In the morning, we train with Shadow, the Kai together.
Okay,
A bunch of well-skilled fighters. We train together, trying to improve our techniques.
Okay. Yeah. That's
like,
good, man.
motivate each other, you know.
Yeah, and then you're going out.
Yeah.
See what else you can get out there. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what brought the choice to move, to leave here and go to China, to Shanghai? What made you want to do that?
I mean, I just want to explore, man. Like explore the China.
How old are you, man? You're like
24.
Yeah, man, you're young. You should. I came here when I was 23, dude. That's a long time ago. So you should travel, check it out, man.
Yeah. And
Have
a
you been
job
there?
offer, man. I got paid well too.
Okay,
there.
well that's good. That's good. Have you been out there before, China?
Nah, I've never been there.
Never been there
once.
before, really?
Yeah.
Me neither, actually. Yeah, I can't. Maybe we'll go check out some fights, man. It'll be
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
very
sure.
cool. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Very all right, brother. We're almost done round one here. So what do we got here?
Oh,
So
this is just like first round or
first
something.
round, so there's 2 rounds of 4. So this is a.
I'm like
actually,
thinking that Bam gets sweaty from eating those swings.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Is there a
Bam,
one?
yeah. No, we got some hotter ones. This is the first round.
All
and-
right, cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good show with Bam. And it was funny because he was saying that even like Tabasco is spicy, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay, damn. So this is actually a local company that makes this sauce. It's called Anita's Cantina. They sponsored some sauce for us, and it's pretty solid stuff, man. So
Let me try it.
this is
Let me try the
classic,
wings, man.
Get on that, dude. The
Thanks,
classic.
man.
Yeah, sure. Is that your phone or mine?
No, it's not mine.
All right.
My phone closed with like. It's like more sour, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot this time we added this, Bam, which is good because last time we had this pile of crap all over, and I'm like, whoops, whoops, yeah. So I'm gonna give you names, and you can tell me what you think. It's obviously all MMA guys, right? It's all like UFC, 1FC fighters.
No problem.
Just tell me the first thing you think of when I tell you a name. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So rapid fire. Here we go. Nate Diaz.
I'm a surprise motherfucker.
Yeah, of course, man. I watched that fight here, and
Really?
everybody was like, "Nah, man, he's got no chance." I'm like, "Man, look, he's Nate Diaz, man. You can never count that guy out."
Bro, he's straight from the hood,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh, love that guy.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Him and his brother, man. Did you
Yeah,
see
man. Hey?
when they kind of not busted him with that whole fake USADA thing where he tested positive for something?
Yeah, the SARMs, right? The
Yeah,
Sada or
SARMs.
something.
Yeah, it's like weird. And then
Yeah, man, he's a vegetarian. He's supposed to. You won't
yeah,
get that.
exactly. And then who was it? Dustin Poirier. I think he just got some surgery, and Dustin Poirier is like, yeah, fucking talking all this shit to Nate Diaz. Then Nate Diaz screenshotted him, kind of in the bed. And he's like, oh, the poor dude hurt his pussy again. Just like, oh, man. Nate Diaz. I was like, oh.
He's got a quite personality, man.
Oh,
I love
he's crazy,
him. I love
man.
him.
He's the best. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know,
All
like
right.
this week, the 244. I'm straight, dude. I love both fighters, man.
That's,
but like,
I think everyone has the same. Let's get some.
which one?
No, I'll get you some more water. It's all good.
That's alright. I can take milk.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Well, the milk is, when it's
Yeah,
hotter.
I was like Masvidal, you know, Nate Diaz. I like it both, but
Yeah.
I'm just in favor with Nate Diaz, man. I actually bet on him to win. You know,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
He's bigger, right? He looks longer.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
uses his
But,
reach very
man,
well.
He's an underdog this
Is he
time.
the underdog?
Yeah, he's
Really?
an underdog this time. I don't know.
It's hard for me because I think, all right, I love the Diaz brothers. Okay, so love Nate Diaz. And then you watch a video on Nate Diaz. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm Team Diaz. Love this guy. Love this guy. And then you see, like, a video of Masvidal, and he's like, with his dad, he's eating dinner there, and they're speaking Spanish. It reminds me of my family growing up. And he's like, literally, his dad escaped Cuba by building a raft of
got their own.
tires.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, you know. And
It's
he's
a
just
hard
like,
choice,
okay. I'm like,
right?
all right, I'm Team Masvidal. And then, you know, Nate starts, and I'm like, oh, he's like Nick Diaz Army. And I'm like, oh, all right,
Man,
I'm Team Diaz.
Yeah.
So I keep going back and forth. I don't know. I just, If it was just a draw and they both made huge money, that'd be the best. That'd be great. That's what I want, man.
Yeah.
All right, Conor McGregor. We got to mention Conor, man.
Conor, man, notorious, you know.
Yeah. Notorious. Yeah, sure. Lily.
Oh.
Lily, can you get the round 2 of the wings? Yeah, thanks. Notorious, man. Yeah. Conor. Okay, yeah.
I mean, he was like the hope, man. Like giving fighters hope, you know.
Sure,
like,
of course, man.
His girlfriend, like, they stayed in relationship for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah,
man,
while he was broke and shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's been through there. It's been through the struggle.
I love that. No, I think he also, like, because he got paid so much.
Yeah, right now.
And also raised the bar for everybody, right?
When Money fight with Floyd Mayweather, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I know that Nate Diaz, obviously when he fought Conor, I think he made like $500,000 or something huge, right? Something huge. But before he fought Conor, I think his last fight was maybe Michael Johnson.
He's not that much, right? Not
Yeah,
that well paid,
he got
though.
like 20 and 20.
Yeah, so actually Conor gave him the.
Yeah, so it's
like
great. I think he got 20 to fight, 20 to win. It's like
Yeah.
Nate Diaz. I mean, that's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy. You know, I mean, and everybody loves him. So when he beat Conor, I don't know what his win bonus was. It must have been ridiculous. And then I think the second fight they made even more. But it was cool, man. It was really cool. Yeah. But who else we got on our rapid fire list? Johnny Walker. I have to mention him, man. I love Johnny Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe him. You know, I love him, man. I love him.
Yeah.
Like, he's I don't know. He's a dancer or something.
I heard he was a dancer, right? Was a dancer before. That's pretty awesome. He looks it though, because he's always so loose.
Yeah.
See his fights, and I was like, damn.
Like, he got some capoeira martial art background, right?
I think he might. Yeah, he's got something in there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Actually, when you fight though, as well, like if somebody hits you, you're just kind of like hands are low and you're just
getting loose.
Yeah, that's great, man. I love that. It's so cool to watch that. It's similar, right? You kind of like get somebody come in, and I love it. It's fucking great.
It's like, come on, man, get some punch.
Let's go. I'll give one and take one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about ONE FC?
Which one?
Christian Lee, Angela Lee.
Oh man, like black belt. These are the only words I want to describe that. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
They were like jiu-jitsu king, man.
Oh, did you see Angela Lee's last fight?
Yeah,
she was like totally
with the Chinese.
The Chinese, I can't remember her name, but yeah.
Xi Jinping. I mean, I trained with her in the body MMA. I was in body MMA for a few weeks. Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the dream. You're going around with all these people.
Man,
Yeah.
Travel with some
Bam is like, you should come
fighters.
out. Yeah, Bam's like, should come out, and like the Lima brothers are there, and it's just like Khalil Roundtree, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm coming out.
Like
man.
they're Singapore's home, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, when I was like, oh, I thought she lost that, and then she tapped that girl out the second. I was like, yes. Really cool. Really. And she's like young too, right?
Yeah.
I'll say 21 to 23, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah,
all right.
Man.
We just mentioned Robbie Lawler. Right? Everybody loves Robbie Lawler.
He's my favorite, you know.
Have to say Robbie.
I would like, I mean, the best fight for whole history. I mean, the best fight ever is the fight
Robbie
with Rory McDonald. You know that fight?
Yeah.
I mean, they broke with 5 rounds, man. I'm sorry.
The
At first, man, Robbie Lawler was losing.
He was losing.
And then he coming back, man.
And he broke his nose, and Rory just kind of
can't take it anymore.
That was crazy. Yeah, we were. I mean, again, I was watching that here.
It's probably the greatest fight ever. I
think it is. Yeah, one of if not the best, man.
Yeah,
that
man.
one, and that's such a good fight. I mean, Rory went to Bellator. He won the belt.
Yeah.
And I think
I should UFC should arrange their fight again or something. But I don't know if Rory will coming back to UFC or what.
I heard. Well, because he just lost to Douglas Lima last week or last weekend or something. I don't watch as much Bellator because I watch too much of this stuff already, right? I'm just like, shoot, I wake up and check MMA news.
Yeah. So many influencers, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. People are like talking about politics and stuff.
Careers, every stuff.
Yeah, right.
So the wings for man, it's too good.
So let's get the wings going here. Yeah. So the next wing is also another local company called Flavor of the World, and that's their Liberator sauce. It's one of their hot ones.
Nice.
So dive in on that, man. Get on that, yeah. Whew.
No, it's more spicier in the first round, man.
Yeah. Round 2, baby. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, that's you.
So, has there ever been a point in a fight where you felt like you're like hitting somebody, you're beating somebody, and he's just like this machine, like a zombie, and you just can't like put this guy down, and you're kind of thinking, holy shit, what the fuck do I got to do to this guy? Have you ever had something like that? Anything similar like that? And any kind of fight?
You mean like
your fights? Yeah, like in a point in a fight where you're feeling like,
I'm way better than this guy, right?
yeah, you're way better than this guy, and you're just wailing on him.
You're talking about my last fight, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So tell me about that, man. Tell me a little bit about that last fight.
I don't know, man. Like I told the RFC holder, they arranged a fight, man. I wanna, I want better fighters, man. But they gave me the fighter that apparently he didn't train enough. He didn't train enough for this fight.
Okay.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
No,
No
it's
disrespect
cool.
to him, man. But
No, of course not. No, I'm not saying that. It's just the game. You gotta.
yeah, man, he's too slow for it. I
Okay.
can tell everything.
Which weight do you fight? What are you fighting at?
Right now, amateur one was the 77, the welterweight,
Okay.
170 pounds.
170. Okay. Okay. Do you have any like welterweights that you would like a dream fight, like Tyron Woodley, or if you could be like, oh, you could just call up somebody in the 170-pound division?
Bro, I want
You
to
have
fight
anybody?
Robbie Lawler, man.
Robbie Lawler,
When
yeah.
idols become rivals,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want their
You know,
fight.
until when your heroes becomes your
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. Yeah, Robbie Lawler is always one of the love that guy. I got
Yeah, man.
I went to one a UFC in Calgary last year. Well, that was spicier, yeah. Went to a UFC Calgary last summer. It was 2 summers, it was 2 summers ago. And it was a really stacked card. I splurged and I got floor seats, right? And I got to meet like Lando Venata and BJ Penn. Michael Bisping was walking around there. Dominic Cruz was there. Who fought in the main event was Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, Joanna, and Tisha Torres. And
there was some famous fighters.
Jose Aldo fought Jeremy Stevens. It was pretty awesome, and it was funny being on the ground floor because you get to see so many things. I saw Khabib. Khabib was there, and I was just like, "Damn, this is oh my gosh, dude!" Like I said, your last fight. Tell me a little bit about that feeling.
All
like
right.
You're talking about your last opponent. And you were saying, no disrespect, but
first, Cam told me my opponent was a fight. He got 2 wing streaks or something, 3 wings, and they tried to arrange me to fight him. And I say, yeah, sure, because right now in Taiwan, the welterweight, the major one, I want to fight Dimitri from Taichung. There's a guy.
Okay, he's like a
Dimitri.
Does he ref for ONE FC?
Yeah. He's a good guy, but
yeah.
he's got a fighters there.
He's got fighters there. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a fighter. Now we fought before and I lost.
Okay.
So
you want that rematch?
I want a rematch.
I got you.
Apparently.
Okay. Sure.
Right now, so I taking out the goal with him.
Okay.
And Cam told me like she didn't sign up for the last fight of the RFC. The events he didn't sign for that. So they try to arrange other guys for me.
Okay.
And saying, here's a guy for 2 wing streaks. You want to try? I was like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But it come out like this, I was like, all right. It's like,
Sure, no, of course. Yeah, I remember the fight. Yeah, sure.
It was like, I don't even use all my 100% on that. I was like,
that's tough, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Lily, we're good? Yeah. All good, yeah? Okay, cool. Fuck, man. Okay, so let's get on the next wing, brother.
Yeah, sure, man.
The next one, actually, we make that one ourselves. That one is made with, that doesn't matter. That's okay. We make that one with, like this Xiaomi. It's like this little
Xiaomi?
red. It's like a little red.
You mean
So basically, it's like a really spicy pepper. I hear lots of the Aboriginals use it. I bought it off this guy who's got a farm down south.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. When we were sort of taking the stems off, I had one of my Filipino guys in the back. He was like, "Oh man, that stuff, we use that in the Philippines, and it's got like a really weird, unique flavor. It's the first time I made a sauce with it, but turned out all right, man. So yeah.
Sure.
So let's go. Let's get on
Get
it.
the wings.
I don't really have a name for it. It's kind of like a fusion sauce, to be honest. Yeah.
It's like casual one, huh?
So
Casual
it's-
spicy.
yeah. That's it, yeah.
It's good.
It's got kind of like a weird,
Yeah.
unique flavor.
So there's an actual formal name for this one, a dish.
No, there isn't. No. And yeah, because I never worked with that chili before, and when I started cooking it, it had a really weird smell. And I tried it. I'm like, well, this thing's weird, man. Shit. So, but I made a sauce with it, and it's sometimes it's spicy. Sometimes I mean, this was a little bit light, but yeah. I mean, so that's it, man.
Nice.
Yeah, so I like experimenting with sauces and stuff. Have you ever been in a fight where you've been hurt and you were thinking like, oh man, you have to really like dig deep and feel like I need to come back.
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm down 2 rounds or I'm down
I don't know.
something. And
I don't know if you noticed it, but I got a scars here. You know,
I didn't notice it. Okay.
it was a Muay Thai fight in Thailand.
Okay.
Like years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago. Almost like 20 or 21 or something. I mean,
Okay.
first time I went to Thailand and cooking, man. And like they arranged me a pro fight, man. Say, hey man, you're sharp. You want to fight? I was like, yeah, give me a fight.
Let's go. I'll fight him.
So they arranged a fight in the Phuket Stadium or something.
Okay.
But man, they don't do weighting, you know. So we just saw my opponents. He was like at least 5 kg heavier than me.
Oh,
so yeah, they don't do
okay,
weighting,
okay,
and
okay.
he's a southpaw. But first time, it was that first Muay Thai, you know. I was
Okay.
I never fought in a pro Muay Thai fight. So
Okay. Yeah.
I was trying to fight him in the kickboxing
Yeah,
style.
sure, yeah.
And then like he got me in an elbow on the first round. So
Okay.
right
And
here, man.
opened you up,
Yeah,
yeah?
it just blew me out. Blew my.
Did it just
My
cut, or
here.
did the eye swell up, or?
I mean, it's a cut, man. But
like,
the
yeah,
blood just
okay,
come out, keep
okay,
going on. And like,
okay.
I feel like I'm got knocked down, man.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the first round.
Okay.
Then, man, I was like, I finished the 5th round with him after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I,
so
I lost.
it was
though,
5
but
rounder
Yeah,
then?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
okay,
5 round, man. So I was
5-minute
standing
round,
there.
3-minute rounds, or?
5 minutes round.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Championship
So I was
fight
so,
right
man,
there. Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah.
I was standing straight right there, fighting him with my blood on my face everywhere. You know, for the last 4 rounds.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
kind of the idea of that, man.
Wow.
Just kept fighting for that.
I remember I've been to Thailand a couple times, and I remember walking. We were in Pattaya, where me and my wife were walking down this walking sort of street, and you know, you look into this bar, and there's like a ring in the bar.
They
and I'm
got,
like, what?
yeah, man. They
There's a
got
ring
Muay Thai
inside-
fight everywhere, man.
There's like a
The
ring. I'm
bar,
like, shit.
in the
I'm like,
stadium, the gym.
my wife's like, let's go. I'm like, oh fuck, I want to see this. Go in there. I'm like, couple beers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
man.
just
Get
like
paid.
let's go in there.
So, like,
2 dudes go in
technically,
there.
you're a pro Muay Thai fighter too. You get paid for something, right?
Yeah, so like people, these 2 dudes go in there, and it's just like bounce, and then one head kick and boom. The guy's like out cold. And I was
Yeah,
like drinking my beer. I was like, oh shit, you know. Everybody else was just like, it's normal. That's normal, you know.
Normal life in
And
Thailand,
just
man.
like, holy crap, that was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
So we were pretty. I enjoyed it. I love the food in Thailand.
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
nice. I don't know. It's a good spot, man.
Weather
You
is
were there for two
cool.
months, yeah.
2 months.
How did you feel staying there? Like weather compared to here? I never stayed that long.
I mean, you know,
Because
apparently
here it's hot too.
Yeah. But like people there, they're into the fight business a lot, you know.
Yeah.
You can tell like 10 people on the street on the road. They're probably not 9 people actually fighting or something.
Really?
Going
Yeah.
with the 5 minutes, but not like here, man.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah,
our
sure.
community is way bigger than here. So
Okay.
I'm surrounding myself with a bunch of fighters. You know, it's totally different atmosphere or something.
Well, Bam was saying that when he goes out for like, you know, he trains in Thai, and
yeah.
he goes out for like dinner or whatever. Close to the gym, like he goes for dinner, and it's just like
Old fighters
all
around
like
the tables,
UFC
man.
and Bellator and
Yeah,
1FC
exactly, man.
and
There's
he
a
was-
street, the Tiger Muay Thai street where you
Yeah.
know, I'm like probably like 100% on the street, man. They're all fighters, man.
That's crazy, you know. Oh man, he kept saying
Yeah.
you gotta come out, and I'm like, damn, it's like that. I am coming out, man. Shit. go get my ass whooped. It'll be fun anyway.
come
Yeah.
check it
As
out
long as I
there,
don't
man.
get killed, it's all good. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love this. I've been watching. I was telling you a second ago. I've been watching this since number one, since UFC 1, man, and
You're falling up for a 500
yeah,
series.
Yeah. It's crazy. Now I'm on 500, right? So there was a few
man.
years in the middle that when I first came to Taiwan, you know, nobody was showing it. There was no Fight Pass. You know,
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah,
watch it.
everything.
There was so I fell out of it for quite a while, and then sort of right around when Jones got his title shot, I started. You know, somebody was asking me. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen it so long. I love that stuff, and then
That's why
I
you're
put
like
it
you
on.
own this restaurant, you know, trying to play the UFC in life or
Yeah,
something.
well, that was before
One
I
of
had
the idea.
restaurants. Yeah. I was before I had restaurants. I was kind of I was coaching soccer, just like doing my own thing, and no one was showing them. And then after, I started to show them, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot how much I love this stuff. And you start to get all these friends that just because like you said, it's not huge in this community.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
There's
Still
a
love
group of people that
really enjoy
that
it.
love it. Like I have
Yeah.
this one guy. Shout out to Marcus. He would come up from Shinju to watch the fights.
Oh,
Like he'd get up at like 5 in the morning and he'd come up and watch fights, and
Oh,
he'd be like the
man.
first guy there for the prelims.
nice,
Like
man. It's
some-
got
there
a
was
heart right
one-
there, you
it's
know.
crazy. One time when something happened and I slept in, and like his prelims were like 7:30, and it was kind of like you know
You gotta
not,
wake up really
not,
early,
not
right?
great
That's
fights.
Yeah.
Not wasn't good fights, and I'm like, and I'm looking at it. I look at the Fight Club group that I got. I'm like, oh, no one's posting. I'm like, take another half an hour, and then I'm like,
back
and then all of a sudden, you know, my phone rings 10 minutes later. It's, you know, it's him. He's like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, oh,
I'm still in my bed,
yeah, I'm almost ready, man. Where are you at? I'll be ready by the time you get there. He sends me a picture. He's right in front of the restaurant. Doors are closed. And shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, man.
Man, it's time
All
for
right, I'm coming
UFC,
down,
man.
I'm like, all right, cool. So it's cool, man. But next week, we're gonna do the BMF. The BMF.
No, it's this week,
Sorry,
right?
what day is it
this
today?
week.
Today's Wednesday. Yeah, so Sunday.
Sunday.
So Sunday, the BMF.
I'm
We're gonna
cracking
do
on
it
the
here.
fight, man.
We're gonna be here. I think we're gonna have a pretty good crowd. And
When was the fight? Was it Sunday morning?
it's Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Yeah.
So it's a 10 a.m. fight, the main card,
main
but
card.
actually
Sorry, at 8 or
some
something. right?
prelims start at 8. There's some pretty good prelims, but the main event of the prelim is Johnny Walker.
Yeah,
so
Johnny
I'm
Walker,
definitely
so,
watching
yeah.
that. Yeah. So
We'll
actually,
watch
a
it
lot of
on
my guys are like,
Fight
yeah,
Pass.
yeah. A lot of the guys are like, you gotta watch.
Pretty
You gotta,
good,
you
man.
know, you're gonna open for the Johnny Walker. I'm like, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Love Johnny Walker, man. Watching all those embedded episodes and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Man. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Yeah, Johnny Walker, man, one of my favorites. Love that guy. All right, let's get to the next bad boy.
Sure.
I wanted to ask you one more question. What do you think about Israel Adesanya?
Man, he's just
Israel-
been a champion recently, you know.
Yeah,
I defeat
What do
Robert
you think about
Whittaker.
him going all the way up and that dance he did before he beat Whitaker? Remember that dance when he beat?
man.
That was
like,
crazy.
probably the coolest one I've
was
ever
good,
seen
right?
for the workout.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
You got to be pretty like confident, like because obviously if you're going out to fight,
You gotta feel the hype.
you're
you
like
know,
ready to fight. But this
nervous,
guy's like,
excited.
I got to do my dance
It's like
and
no
then I
more
got to
die
fight.
for him, you know.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That guy's a beast, man.
And like he does strike apparently, right? Yeah, he got a black belt on a BJJ or something.
I
I think
not
like his
sure.
groundwork.
He's
ground game
good. His ground
too.
is good, yeah. And I mean,
He worked with Hickman's bros, man. That head
really?
coach in Tiger Muay Thai.
okay.
wrestling.
Oh, yeah. That's
he works
right.
with
That's
them.
right. Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So
Very nice. Very nice.
that fight, man, I was like, apparently Robert Whittaker is killer too, man.
Robert
Like,
Whittaker. I thought Robert Whittaker. To be honest, I thought Whittaker was going to take that fight.
yeah, man.
Because he
was like a
Yoel
slight
Romero.
underdog on the fight, man. But it was a 50-50 for that fight.
Like he whooped Yoel Romero. The second time, I thought Romero won. But I mean, he has
split
2
decision,
wins.
right?
Split decision.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's pretty close.
Won a
right?
fight by a broken arms, man. It's incredible, you know. Like
That's
fight.
nuts, man. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that stuff, bro.
So man, Israel Edison, I don't know.
Beast,
he's dope.
You think he's
man.
gonna stay on top for a long
Yeah,
time?
yeah. I mean, not a long time, but actually, at least he was standing there for like two title defense or
Okay.
something. You know.
What about
You know, Joe Roman was gonna fight him, right? As the
I know it's Paulo Costa, but then
Paulo Costa got some
injured,
surgery.
so he's not gonna fight.
So it's
it's
Romero.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's going, I think,
they were saying that
soldier of God, man. He's
that
gonna
guy's
do
a
that
beast,
again.
man. I love that guy.
Bro, it was like 4 years. Oh, same as my father's age. Yeah, man. He was like,
Joe Rogan always says that
man.
he's like a ninja turtle without the shell. Just take off the shell and it's Yoel Romero.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe Yoel
exactly.
Romero. I think if he's gonna fight Israel, I think that's tough for Israel. But we'll see. Israel he just picks everyone apart, right?
Yeah, man.
He got to grab him.
Whitaker, man. He defeat Joe
Yeah.
Romero. He's lost them for twice, man.
Luke
It's gonna be a
Rockhold-
tough fight for him, but Israel
fight,
still, got more chance.
Yeah, for sure. But I think Luke Rockhold was saying that when he fought Yoel Romero, every time he hit him, like in the arm, it feels like punching steel. He's just like, this guy's like steel. This guy's like Superman.
Bro, did
he
they pass
hits him,
their
he
drug
hurts his
test or
hand.
something? That's kind of abnormal, man.
Have you ever seen any of the Joe Rogan stuff?
Yeah.
So did you see the episode where
Where
Yoel was on
Israel?
there?
Yeah.
No, Yoel Romero was on Joe Rogan, and he said in Cuba they just, let's say there's 15 people, okay, the top 15 athletes for like wrestling. The government's like, it's communist, right? They take them. They're like, okay, so we're gonna take them, we're gonna train them, and like the top,
make them soldiers, right?
yeah, they're gonna make them like monsters,
killers.
but like the top guy, top 2, top 3 guys out of 15, they get 3 meals. So like the next few, maybe 2. The bottom guys, 1 meal, and like the very very bottom guys, they get like the scraps of like.
So like they use meal to separate the level for like.
So he said that literally when they say they're hungry because the top guy's getting like steak, oysters, and prawns, and he's just like a king, and everyone else is like.
Everyone want to stay on top, right?
Kill this
want to
guy.
get the meals, right?
Yeah. So he said that it was anytime you had an injury, you can never tell anybody because people were just like
people are coming up for it. To
they're
take
like,
out you,
I want your spot.
Yeah.
And Romero said that he actually never got to the top spot. He said it was crazy. He couldn't get to the top.
He was not even in the top.
He wasn't the top guy. I think he was one of the top, but he was never like the number one. Like the number one guy got like prawns. Man, like he's like, I couldn't.
Cuba, man, so competitive
That's
there,
crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
But
yeah, man.
It's gonna be a great fight. Romeo fighting Israel. Man.
I like them both a lot again, but Romero's an old guy. I hope he gets it. I didn't know he was
probably gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna bet. I'm gonna put money on Israel, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because his reach is so long, and he's just able to swing. Like when he beat Whitaker, he's just like way back, and
he's good at ducking and rolling
so
everything,
good,
man.
We'll see what the odds are for that.
Yeah,
fight,
Whitaker was just too rushed that time.
What
trying
about
to prove himself.
What about Paulo Costa and Whitaker? What'd you think of that? Whitaker?
Which one?
The guy who just beat Romero, Paulo Costa, that Brazilian that brought Chino.
Oh yeah, dude. You used to be a model. That
that guy. Yeah. He looks like a model.
Yeah. Like trash talk after Israel won. Defeated.
So if he fights Israel, he's really good. Yeah.
He's good. I mean, all the fighters are good for sure. They were in the top 5.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
I don't know. Israel's gonna handle it. He's definitely gonna fight smart, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. One punch can change the whole game. So
that's true. Well, Gastelum wobbled Israel a few times.
Oh yeah,
right?
the first round, right?
It was like, oh shit.
Some nice rolling on the ground,
It's crazy.
You saw that, right? Triangle attempt,
for
then
sure.
armbar.
Love that.
Gastelum got to fight Darren Till this weekend for the co-main event.
You watching the fights or what?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm thinking about putting money on Darren Till. I mean,
I think he can do it, man. Darren, I think he's moving up. I think he's hitting hard now.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
way harder. It's like he's too big for the welterweight. Look at the fight with the Cowboy, man.
Yeah, way too big. And problem is like I was like, okay, I want Till, I like Till, and then I watched some Embedded, and then Gastelum's Mexican, right? And then he goes to his family and his mom's cooking all the food that we cook. It's just like when I go back and see my family. If you watch,
the culture,
it's exactly the same,
right?
man.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same. People are just eating, just barbecuing in the backyard, and it's just big pots of like meat and just everyone's speaking Spanish. And, it was just that reminded me just like the way that I grew up. So it's hard. That's hard for me
make
to
it
now.
to the game, right?
I'm like, I don't want him to lose because the mom, is like my mom. I don't want, and I don't want him to lose now. So it's like shit.
Yeah.
But again, it's tough. It's tough. Right on. Let's get on the next one, brother. That one is that's sort of like a jalapeno based one, but like this is a homemade one. When we make this one, the jalapenos, like there's a ton of jalapenos in there. So it's kind of creamy. It's pretty good, I think.
Man,
it's one of my favorites. Cool. This one.
Let me try the wings, though.
Get on it, man. Yeah, shit.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
I can feel it from smells.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it like it's been put with the creams?
Pardon?
I mean, you got the sour.
We do with to make it creamy. You use a lot of garlic and a lot of onions and a little bit of oil. It becomes creamy. But yeah, this one doesn't. Yeah.
It's good.
It's actually one of our more popular ones, but
cause like it's not that it's a spicy wings,
no,
but it's not that spicy at all.
Man.
Yeah,
you know
it's more like sour.
When they sit, they kind of mellow
flavors.
out, man. Everything's mellowed out. It seems like. Hopefully, the last one is a beast still, because that one's made with a ton of ghost peppers. So the last couple sauces that I made they've been really good. They mellowed out a little bit, which is crazy. You ever tried this stuff? What's
that?
It's called horchata.
Horchata?
Horchata. It's like a rice water, milk, vanilla, cinnamon sort of deal. It's like a traditional Mexican drink. I'm just looking at this horchata, thinking, damn, I want some horchata.
I was like first time I saw it was straw, like
everybody does. Yeah. Everyone thinks it's a straw. It's like, oh shoot, right? It's like so funny.
Yeah, bro.
So funny, yeah. It's funny because you put it out to customers, and because we trying to cut down on the straws and all that, the plastic pollution and stuff, right?
Environmental.
So but customers are just like almost every customer, they're just.
You called me as first.
Bam had that too, like they'll grab it and they're just like, and then they're just like, what? And then they realize there's no hole in the straw. So the stir stick because the cinnamon sits on the top, man. Yeah, it's. So if you were to have, I always ask the Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, the mountain with 4 faces. If you were to pick 4, the GOATs, the top 4 MMA fighters, like the top 4 guys, for yourself personally, could be anybody. Who would you pick?
You mean the top 4 in the UFC or
anywhere, like all time? I mean, it could be Fedor. He never fought in the UFC. It could be anybody.
Yeah, Fedor, man, you remind me of him.
Fedor's a beast. Yeah.
It's a killer, man. Let me think about it.
Yeah. So if you had, how about who's the GOAT for you? Like the number 1, the GOAT. Like if people say, who's the GOAT?
That was a tricky question. Man.
Of course, yeah, of course, yeah. You can name a couple. That's cool. A couple GOATs. Yeah.
Fedor definitely the GOAT.
Fedor,
sure. Man.
Fedor, yeah. Fuck, I love Fedor, man. He's a beast.
Yeah, and that guy who just passed out from Japan. The kids.
Which guy is that?
I mean, like he's from the Ryzen or something. I saw his fight.
The one that fought Gracie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank on that one. He's a beast.
Yeah.
The guy that beat Gracie first, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember we were following Gracie, and I'm like, oh, he's undefeated, and then he lost in Japan. Right? Got beat. Man. Got his ass beat. It's like, oh shit, yeah.
It's like goes for only for MMA, right?
Yeah. I mean. Yeah,
MMA, for gold and Muay Thai, probably pick Boyka for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Boyka for our generation, beat a K1 triple champion.
Yeah, for sure.
And
what about like going back to the MMA, like just pick UFC or One FC or
There actually one guy quite like him, but I don't know whether you know Lee Kong, Kong Lee.
oh
So
Kung
the
Lee,
skin of
yeah.
Sundog,
Kung Lee's
man.
great, man.
I quite like him, man.
He fought, I think he fought Bisping in China.
Yeah,
Bisping
it's
in
already
China.
like years ago.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I was,
I mean, that was- he
remember
was already
elementary
kinda-
school, like 10 years. Or
He was
whatever.
kind of past his prime. when
Yeah,
he fought
yeah,
Bisping.
yeah. I like
Kung
him, man. I
Lee,
think he's
man.
gonna be
Yeah,
a
that guy's
go-to.
great, man. Yeah,
Like
I
he's
like
from Sanda, the martial art.
I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, he's a beast, man. I love
I think
that
like
guy.
he's. I mean, for me, like he's like for a goat for me, man.
Yeah.
But
What about
there's too
like
much.
what about like Mighty Mouse? What do you think of like Mighty
Oh,
like
yeah.
Demetrius Johnson?
He's good, man. He's good, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's too many. It's
there's
too
too
many
many-
good fighters for
Too
me,
many
man.
good fighters. Yeah. For
Johnson
sure.
like suplex and straight to the armbar, man. No
Yeah,
one's not
no
any
one's
fighters
ever
can
done
do
that,
that.
man.
Yeah,
No one can
yeah.
do
Like
that, yeah.
he won so many titles, man, from UFC to one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He deserved the gold for sure.
He just won the belt.
Japanese
yeah,
guys, right?
Yeah. But did you see how big the belt was? It was like
Wait, like moves like 2 times. He
it
can't even
looked like
handle
a
the
kid on it.
shoulders.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it looked like a kid. It's crazy, man.
How tall is him? So like 160 or like even
I think he's
shorter?
probably around that.
Sorry.
Maybe less, man. Maybe less. Yeah. I don't know, man. But
Man,
now
well-
that he's at one, I'd like to check that out. I'd like to go see him, man. Because
How about your gold list, bro? Tell me something
I
about
like
that.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he's a go.
I like GSP.
GSP.
GSP's a beast.
Khabib.
Khabib, I think so, but it's hard because I love Connor. I mean,
Yeah, the
but
personality,
Connor's,
man,
but
quite cool
he's
too.
definitely not the GOAT, right?
Yeah,
I
it's no
mean-
more, man.
I want to see Khabib and Tony, and if he beats Tony, then he's the GOAT.
Oh yeah, Tony is definitely the gold, man.
Tony's
kind of the guy,
Tony-
like shadowbox on someone's funeral.
He's
you
crazy.
know?
He's crazy.
It's
that
crazy,
guy.
man.
Like he's oh my god. But they're all. I mean, I seen Jeremy Stevens training with Tony Ferguson, and Stevens, he's got a really good gas tank, and he was saying that.
Yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
Tony Ferguson
He's
just
like,
want
Tony
to, hey,
Ferguson's
let's go
crazy.
climb out for that on the
Yeah,
night
let's
or
just climb the
something.
mountain at
Yeah,
3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
like,
You know,
what?
like, bro, I gotta
That's
rest
crazy.
up,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Tony
Tony
Ferguson. I think they're making that fight maybe February, March.
Yeah, even Khabib himself said that like it's gonna be either
It has to be
GSP
him,
or
yeah.
Tony.
What about Khabib and GSP? What do you think of that? GSP's
I'm like, Jib, he's
too
go
old
to
now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, right now he's actually, I'm apparently doing this for money, man.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
of
man.
course, of
so
course,
I don't
yeah.
want to see that kind of title.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not about the title, the pride,
yeah.
So I would rather see Khabib fight Tony.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
to fight Tony, and it's similar to Askar Maya, but obviously way better. I want to see Khabib's. He's gonna take Tony down
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
he's
for
gonna
sure,
get
for sure.
And Tony's gonna let him.
Yeah, apparently,
So
man.
from the bottom, like the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu stuff.
Right, the game
wanna
started
see
right
it.
there, you know.
Like I want to see that, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like who was it? Fabricio Verdum fought Kane.
grapplers or the
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu guy or the
Yeah, I
you
wanna
know.
see that.
Like Tony did a lot of he does a lot of spinning shit, you know that?
Yeah,
like
for
the
sure,
spinning
yeah, of
elbow,
course, yeah,
like
yeah.
flips,
I love Tony, man.
and
I do love.
Khabib was like strict for it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you down, I'm gonna drag you down, I'm
So
gonna
I-
punch you on the ground,
I definitely think Tony's better on the feet than Khabib. Khabib was definitely going to take him down.
I don't know, man. 50 and 1. I
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true too, right? Yeah.
yeah.
That's tough. You can't
Man,
call
it's
that
so
one.
tough, man.
Most people will say Khabib will probably win that.
But Tony really got potential.
He's got a chance. Though.
Yeah,
He's got a really good
yeah.
chance because I think from his back he can do a lot.
I think like he's way better. I mean, not way better, but he's definitely better than Conor. Conor.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
why. That's
if
why.
they arrange the Tony fight,
That's why I like Connor. But I
Conor
don't.
gonna
I don't
get it out of cut on the face, man. Tony,
he's
that
got
guy.
Connor. I mean, he's one of my fave guys. I love him, and he's been good because he's raising the bar for fighters and stuff.
Yeah, it was like
But
motivated for us, right?
Yeah, which is great.
Sorry
But
for that.
I don't want to see him fight like. Could be,
I don't know,
Tony.
man. It's like so hard
I want
to
to see him
describe.
fight.
Huh?
I do want to see him fight Tony, but like if he fights Justin Gaethje,
Yeah, they saying
that's a
that
good, that's
this
a good
fight is coming
fight.
up.
That's also a tough.
Justin
fight for
Gaethje is a
Conor,
good
too,
fight.
you know?
Good
That's a
fighter,
good
man.
fight,
He can
man,
take
yeah.
punch,
Yeah, that guy's like.
Like he come back every time. Like
So I think Conor will just start wailing on him and just picking him apart, and I don't think I don't know if he's gonna go down.
Yeah,
He's not gonna go down,
yeah.
and then eventually Connor will gas.
I mean, Justin was good wrestler. He was a wrestler, man. But bro, he liked to strike his head to death. It's
Yeah.
like a younger Robbie Lawler or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like a younger Robbie, man.
Yeah, man.
And he's undefeated, and I thought, he's gonna be nothing in the UFC. Just start smashing everybody. And then he lost to, I think, Poirier.
Poirier
beat him.
man. That's how Poirier got
Poirier's
Abu
good,
Dhabi
though.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poirier's good though. I like him.
It's like a
but
boxer,
also when he
man.
fought Khabib, that was
really a good fight too,
Yeah, it
man.
was
You see the
good,
guillotine,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
I almost felt like, oh, Khabib got gold, man.
yeah. I
And
thought,
like you can see, Dustin feel desperate, man. He keeps
Yeah.
looking at,
Yeah.
asking to his corner, what should I do right now?
that also happened with Askren when Maya was on top of him. You just see him like kind of looking. At him.
Yeah.
He's like,
I was like,
oh, man,
bro,
I'm
I
on
don't
my back.
do that when I'm fighting you in a cage.
That's
You gotta
the
believe in
thing.
yourself, you know.
That's gotta be tough.
Yeah,
right? Like,
man.
yeah, for sure. I don't think. That's tough. You feel like that you kind of the person broke like that. I mean, it's obviously tough. I mean, I've never done it, so I can't
can
say,
feel
but
you,
it's
man.
rough. It's rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Poirier, I think he got beat pretty bad, man.
He's a
So
good
that was
guy.
he's
You
a
know, he
good
got
guy, yeah.
some charity or something else beside the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. But
There's a documentary on Netflix, like filming out for the childhood from Dustin, man.
oh really?
Yeah.
On Netflix.
I don't know
Okay.
what's
No, I
the
didn't
name
know
of
that.
it, but you should check. You should check
I'll
it
check
out.
it out. Okay, yeah.
I
Did
liked
not
it,
know
man.
about that, man. What do you got for the? I gotta ask about the BMF, man. Who do you think's gonna take that one? The Diaz.
Yeah,
or
I'm
Mus-
honestly hope that it's
Like-
gonna be Nate Diaz. You know,
Okay. Well, why do you think? Why do you hope it'll be Nate?
I mean, definitely he was a badass. He
Yeah,
was
of course.
BMF for sure, man.
Yeah, of
he was
course,
a
of
BMF
course.
outside, straight on the hood, man, in the cage, everything.
I love
And
that
he's
guy.
a vegetarian. Can you believe that, man?
That's crazy. Like,
yeah, man, that's pretty crazy.
I think, and he trains with Chrome Gracie trains with him. And
yeah.
he's
Eats
totally
live.
Gracie, right? And if
I
you
don't-
watch his
I don't-
interviews, he's like, we just
I don't know, man.
Get
I
up
don't even
at 3
think,
a.m.
to be honest, man, I don't even think I can kick better than him. Yeah, man, he was right there in the UFC, slapping someone's face, man.
yeah, for sure.
He don't. It's not like he's really.
Yeah.
He's not like he's bad at kicking or something.
Yeah, no,
He's
no,
like
for
he just
sure.
don't. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
slap that guy
Yeah.
in the face or something.
The
You know.
Stockton slap, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Stockton
crazy.
slap, man.
Stockton slap, man. All right, let's get on this last
Sure,
guy
sure.
here, man. So this one's made with ghost peppers. This one we make ourselves as well. This is probably one of the they've all mellowed out a little bit, man. I'll be honest.
Nice.
But, let's go. Let's try it. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, man. Get on that.
It's like the spiciest one with chest.
Spicy. Yeah. Oh. What do you think of that? Spicy?
Yeah, man, it's good. It's good. I like it.
That one's made with
I feel the spiciness hit in.
yeah?
Yeah.
That one's made with ghost peppers, man. So sometimes we can get a few kilos of ghost pepper. And when we can, I make this. Actually, we sell bottles of this. Customers like this one. It actually sells really well.
Yeah.
Really,
Yo, man, I love it. I
getting
love
up
it.
there, yeah, you get
I
in?
start feeling that, man.
now you feeling it? All right, got you with one at least. Jeez. Jeez, yeah, the other one's mellowed out, man. So I'm actually due to make some batches of new ones. That one's there's a lot
It's
a lot
good
of
one, man.
ghost pepper, man. You know, ghost pepper
Yeah.
gui jiao,
Ghost
right?
pepper,
It's
I know,
like
man.
that's a
One of the
rough.
spiciest one papers from the planet, right?
Yeah. All right, we got you with one at least. Jeez. Yeah, man. So, man, I want to ask you.
Yeah, you feel that hit in too, right?
Of course, yeah. Shoot, man, that one's rough. Yeah, I'm always fearing like the ones that I make because I know what's in there. So I make when I make this, I make let's say 2 or 3 kilo batch. That one's probably like 50% of it is just ghost pepper. Yeah, you feeling that one? Yeah, all right, good.
I don't know
got
how to
you,
respond, man.
Yeah. I want to ask you about some
Come on.
What do you think of the status of MMA in China, Taiwan, Asia, the world? What do you think about
What do you mean?
how it's growing and how it is? Like you were saying, obviously, Thailand. I mean, they've been doing Muay Thai for ever,
like
right?
decades,
Forever,
man.
hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
But like, what about Taiwan? What
Taiwan's
about? I mean, you haven't been to China yet, but like, what do you think about all the other countries? Like, let's just stick with Taiwan. What do you think of the level and how it's going in Taiwan? It's growing.
Yeah, man, it's like growing up right now. I mean, like years ago, 5 years, 6 years ago, they don't even have like a cage inside the cage for a pro fight or something.
Okay.
But right now, we got RFC, we got a lot of pro promotions here.
Will you, if you're going to China? Well, that was a spicy one.
Man,
Lighten me
swear.
up now. It's lighting me up now.
Uh-huh.
When you get will you be able to fight RFC still?
Yeah,
Come
of
and fight
course, man.
RFC,
We're
yeah?
gonna try.
You're gonna come back and fight? Okay, good.
That's what I love to, you know.
Yeah. Okay. And
Just-
China has their promotions, obviously, right?
Yeah, they got their self promote too. They got the promotion a lot there.
So
but,
they-
China. Yeah, it's still difference, man. I'm the community, the market, the pro, everything's different, you know.
Okay.
But Taiwan is quite small.
It's
as a
small for
family,
sure.
right?
And everyone's
But like
nice.
we're growing up, yeah.
And everyone's nice, right?
yeah, man. Personality is cool.
Yeah, everyone's nice.
Yeah, the
You
ghost
get-
pepper is really.
The ghost pepper one.
Spicy.
Hey, there you go. We got you. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
I
me
mean, like,
too. Shit.
fighters here, they keep breeding, man. I just want to earn my respect. You know, everyone's like practice really hard. Everyone just want to be a better fighter. Keep going on that. You know,
Yep.
front of.
Yeah, I got you. All right, perfect. Good. I was like, because the other ones mellowed out, because the green and the red were really spicy, and then this time they taste really mellow, and I thought, oh shoot, if they're all mellow, damn it, you know. So we got one. This is my daughter. Want to come and say hi?
Hey,
Oh yeah. There you go. Come say hi. Say hi. Hi everybody. Say hi.
she's shy girl.
Sometimes, right? You want some more chata? Go for it. Yeah, man. So, when you fight with RFC, how does that work out? Like, how do you get a fight? Like, do they contact you and say, "Hey, I got this guy for you"? Or, I know you touched on it before, but like, now, like, let's say you're gonna go pro, and how does it work? You sign contract with RFC and say, "I only fight for RFC," because I know that
No,
UFC
no. It's not like.
It's not
of
like
course,
that.
You know,
It's not like
I mean,
UFC.
for the
or-
beginning, for the beginners, for the pro fighters, we got to fight with a lot of different pros, man. You gotta take the opportunities. You
Okay.
know, you got a
Okay.
chance. You gotta seize it. So
Okay.
it's not different works.
Okay. And China has
Yeah,
obviously
it's like
some.
even my best friend is coming next month.
Yeah.
Kazuaki, he fought in Japan too.
Did he?
Yeah, he fought in Japan too for the pro fights, but he did it in RFC as well.
What's cool is when I like I said a million times, when I go to watch the local fights, you two are the people that I look for. And then, you know, I don't know how, but I caught one of you guys on Facebook from, I think Royal is one of your friends. Like, I have Royal on my Facebook from the Dynasty, the football guy, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Owner of Dice, right?
yeah, so, and then I'm like, oh, there's the guy. I'm like, oh, there's the other guy. Oh shit, these guys are friends. Oh shit, these guys are best friends. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because like I said, I don't even know, right? Because I mean, I know that when I go to the fights, sometimes there's great fights, sometimes there's not good fights. But you two always got good fights on, right? And always like when he did the like that flying armbar. You know, I was
he
like,
did a
oh
flying
my
armbar
god,
on that
that's
fight,
crazy. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and it was crazy. I was like, oh, both of these guys are on here. I was like, oh, cool. That's incredible, man.
Sweet, man.
So I'm thinking, yeah, I think you got to keep going with the RFC.
Yeah.
If you can fight in China, if you can go check out the UFC PI, if you can do all that stuff, I think, man, I'd love it. I mean, if we can
Thanks,
blow
man.
up, I'd love to. Anything I can do to support, man.
Yeah, thanks,
I mean,
man.
like whenever there's a show
Really
here, I'm
appreciate
selling,
that.
I'm selling tickets. I'm doing promotions. I'm like, come here, get this ticket if you spend this, you know, like, And some
Get some
people
free like, ghost peppers or
yeah,
something.
get some free, eat that ghost pepper, you know.
Yeah,
and some people are just. It's tough because a lot of people don't know. They don't watch it, right? They don't really watch. They think I'm crazy because I watch. I'm like, no, you. It's like chess. It's like so many different disciplines.
It's a sport, man.
It's so good.
Entertainment, man.
As soon as you watch it, you're gonna love it. I tell people, and they're just like, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
All right. But I don't know, man. I think you finished all the wings. I think you're going off to Shanghai.
I'm actually sweaty right now.
Yeah, you're all sweaty.
Yeah,
That's
so
perfect. You
technically-
got to get it. I gotta amp up the other ones next time. But I'll have something ready for your buddy there. Yeah.
Cool, man.
But I think do you have? I mean, it's all whatever you want to say. Like we'll be sharing this video to lots of people. Do you have anything that you want to share or what's going on with you in your life? I mean, you're going to Shanghai. What's the plan? Do you have anything you want to share?
I mean,
Before we
I'm
split?
definitely I'm gonna stop pursuing my dream. You know, this is what I'm really good for. This is what I'm really like love for, man. This is my lifestyle. I mean, like MMA is a lifestyle. It's not just not a sport, man. So yeah, I go to Shanghai for work, but I'm not gonna stop for. I'm not quitting for my fight, for my training, everything, man. I'm gonna start for it, and I'm definitely be. I mean, you see, a few years after, you're probably gonna see me in a better, in a better shape or something. I'm probably be a better. I'm probably gonna turn pro, you know.
I want to see that.
I'm just
I would love to see that. So hopefully, get out there, keep the training going.
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah.
come back and do an RFC.
gonna keep
get some
gritty,
pro,
man.
Yeah,
That's the
man,
point, that's
I'd
the
love to
point.
see that. Yeah, I'd love to see that, bro.
Keep it
And I mean,
low.
get some stuff in China too. Good, yeah.
Yeah. Man, so it is what it is, bro.
Brother, I love it.
Lifestyle.
I want to say thank you for coming to the show. Sorry about those technical difficulties. We'll
problem,
attach
man.
everything
Thanks
up
for
here.
having
over
me
later.
here, Eddie.
Oh,
Really,
man,
I appreciate that.
Thank you for being like the head kick king right here, man. Every time I watch, I bring, I always try to bring people out. I'm like, oh,
It's like
shit,
a killer
watch that
move,
guy and
man.
watch that guy, And they're like, well, what about these other? No, fuck the other guys. Watch that guy. Watch this guy. So
I
if these
appreciate
guys
it,
are
man.
fighting.
Thanks.
Make sure you're watching because they're good stuff, brother.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Anybody
man.
subscribe to the channel. Sorry about the technical difficulties this time. We'll patch it all up together. And if people want to follow you on what do you got going on? Social media, Instagram,
Yeah, I got a
Facebook?
social media on Instagram. It's called just like account. It's called Hamson Stephen Liao.
Okay.
Hashtag Hamson, and we're gonna come up with Stephen Liao.
Okay.
So easy to track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
just follow you up on that.
I'll get that info from him. I'll put that in the description at the bottom. And make sure you
Cheers.
follow this guy. He's gonna go China. He's gonna kick ass. He's gonna come back. He's gonna
Thanks,
play
man.
pro. He's gonna love it. Keep head kicking people, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Much love, brother. Take it easy, brother.
Thanks, man.
See you guys. Take it easy.
Awesome.
Bye.